Bienvenidos. Welcome. Thank you to the new and improved, brand new episode of the Blunderbuss special. We've been on hiatus for, hell guys, how long has it been?
4 or 5 months.
Has it been? All right.
I think so.
Well, we took a small hiatus, medium hiatus. Nate and I, we were in the Andes studying mud skippers. No, that's a lie. We didn't do shit. But yeah, well, Melissa, I appreciate y'all coming back to us after our hiatus. Today's episode's on PAX, which was recently here in San Antonio.
Yeah.
What was it? The 31st is January, I believe.
That was, I think, the last day. I think it was 29, 30, 31st.
Yeah, it was like at the very, very end of the month.
So I guess if you already went to PAX, you already went, and if you didn't go to PAX, I guess you just didn't go to
It's
PAX.
called SOL.
Like you.
Yeah, well, that's because...
I overslept.
No.
That's what Lou said.
No,
Because I ran into Lou.
it's because Lou sucks, man. No, we didn't oversleep.
No, we
We're actually on our way down there. Then the sole of my boot just went, and it started talking like Donald Duck. I was like, "Fuck!" So we stopped by Academy, go pick up some shoes, and he went and got something to eat, and I was like, "Nah."
Yeah. Not to mention the fact that, originally I had planned to go all 3 days, and I was just going to buy my tickets there. And I guess a problem happened at work where they changed the schedule completely. So I'd actually would not get paid for those days off. So I was like, well, I can't afford to do that. So I worked 9 days straight. And then when Friday came by, I was just too tired to go. I was just like, I just want to... we'll get there eventually, and we just never happened. So that's what happened. I was just too tired to go.
And then deciding whether or not to fight the downtown traffic is just like, just goddamn it.
So we just... we went to,
But we got some Subway, and then everything just fell through from
yeah,
there.
we're just,
it was just like,
but by the time we get there, it's like $30 for like 2 hours, and it's not really...
I'm glad I only went the one day. That's one Saturday.
Yeah.
I went Saturday, Sunday, and then because I knew I was going to be tired as shit, I actually got a room downtown because I was like, well, fuck it. Like, I already bought my tickets, and if I don't stay downtown, I'm not going to go Sunday. Like, I'm going to be too tired, which I was right because, I didn't really want to go Sunday. Like, even with the hotel there, because the first day I walked, 7 miles.
Did you have your pedometer on you?
Yeah, my iPhone was tracking it, and it was 7 miles, and then the next day I walked another 5 miles. And the only reason that I even went the second day is that as I'm leaving the hotel, I ran into a coworker, and I was like, no, I don't want to carry my backpack all through, and I got a bottle of rum in there, and they're going to check bags, so I don't know if they're going to be like, no, I can't take it, I don't want to throw a bottle of rum away.
Did they check bags?
Yeah, they were checking bags this year.
Are you kidding me?
No, they were checking bags.
For what?
Lame ass.
Probably a bottle of rum. Somebody heard that I was going.
Contraband, just...
But, fucking ISIS was coming, so I was like, got to check for all the butthole bombs and shit,
I want to find new game for ISIS. American! And, that's...
I'm going to curry bomb the shit out of Specs.
Yeah, that's what he was going to do. He's going to he's gonna scuttlebutt all the way through... PAX, ruining everybody's good time. Goddamn ISIS.
You motherfuckers.
And you'll step in my curry shit. That's racist, I'm sorry.
Shitbag motherfuckers. That fucking motherfuckers.
So as I'm walking out of the hotel, through the lobby, my coworkers all like, oh no, throw your bag in my car here at the parking lot. And I was like, God damn it, now I'm hooked. Now I gotta go. Now I've got to attend.
You got no excuse.
Yeah, so I did. But the other thing is about fighting traffic. So I tried Uber for the first time. That's how I actually got down there. Because, I called the hotel. I was like, okay, how much is parking? They're like $40. And I was like, fuck that.
$40?
$40.
That's fucking ridiculous.
$40 and I got to drive there. I was like, nah, I fucking hate driving downtown. I don't want to fucking do that.
Yeah.
So, I called an Uber. And, the thing, took 3 minutes.
What is an Uber?
Uber's those, independent people that basically are taxis now.
Oh, okay,
Way fucking cheaper. Because remember when we did the thing at fucking Comic-Con and I had to go home because you guys wouldn't let me sleep? I paid $45. No, I paid $40. I paid $40.
It's called earplugs.
Yeah, and then with Jimmy Legs over here.
Well, you knew that.
Shaking. No, I did not know that he had fucking restless leg syndrome and wouldn't let me sleep. And you haven't said a goddamn word today, James.
I'm just being dumped on here for my medical condition, you insensitive prick.
If you didn't know, James is also in here, and he's very sensitive about his Jimmy legs. That's why
that's why I call him Jimmy.
Yeah.
You talk so much, I'm surprised flies aren't coming out of your mouth.
So I did the Uber, and the Uber was really efficient. It took about 3 minutes for them to pick me up. And then, like, when I was going home, especially because of the convention, like, it took, like, nothing to get somebody to come pick me up. And each trip was, like, less than $15.
Oh, that's not bad.
at all.
I mean,
So I
hell,
didn't have
that's
to drive,
That's
and
a hell of a
it's
lot
like-
cheaper than a taxi.
Yeah, and then it's the convenience of not driving or anything. So, like, yeah, that's the way to go. And anytime they do the conventions, I think that's what I'm going to do is just Uber downtown.
Yeah, I think one time I took a taxi from downtown all the way over here on the south side, and it was like 60-something bucks. Of course, granted, I do live kind of on the outskirts of town, but that's like, fuck, man, that's...
Shit, I remember in high school, Greg and I, we got a taxi to go down to the Rage Against the Machine concert down at Sunken Gardens, $30. It's like, fuck. Oh, no, we came back because they canceled the show last minute. That's what it is. Got my mom to drop us off, and it's like, fuck. Of course, it was before, like...
Before cell phones?
It was before real cell phones.
When it used to be called a car phone.
No, it wasn't that far. It was at that time when beepers were still, out and about, and cell phones were stupid fucking expensive. You had to be Billy Badass, Johnny Warbucks and shit, to...
Got your beeper, and you do have it clipped on the inside of your hat.
Oh, yeah, to
Back
be all
of it.
fucking,
Yeah.
Joe Cool and shit.
Yeah.
6969-911. Yeah.
Call for a good time.
Yeah, if your kids don't understand, like, that's you coded other people with, like, stupid numbers for, for stuff.
Yeah,
For
pretty
stuff.
much, yeah.
For
Really?
stuff,
Wow.
yeah. For illegitimate needs, I guess. Of course, that's if you had a beeper, of course, granted. You weren't old enough for beepers.
Well, technology has gone far beyond that.
Yeah, you can just text people
Oh,
your
yeah.
dick. That's
Yeah. Dick pics. Get you in trouble every time.
Instead of a dick pic, I was like, I need some weed. Why just in the dick pic? I'm just trying to be polite, man. didn't want to break protocol.
I want to make sure that you understand what I mean. No, I don't
So with the technology going forward, going back to PAX,
As we just
I
regress
got
like a
to
motherfucker.
I got to play the HTC virtual reality thing, and it's fucking awesome.
Oh, did they have the Oculus there too, or no?
I think one game had the Oculus, but I wasn't gonna fucking wait for that because all the lines with
Like
that
3-hour
shit-
lines of
That's,
shit or
that's the
whatever.
one thing that turns me off about those cons is, man, there's always a wait. I mean, it's like,
God damn.
and it's done in such an, like, like if you have technology like the Oculus Rift or the VR, that's going to be so fucking huge. It's just like you need to double down on everything.
Like, have some extras.
They don't have to though, because the only thing that they're doing, they're not trying to debut the Oculus Rift. All they're trying to do is just get people to fucking stand in line and play their game, and people will stand in line and play their fucking game. It doesn't matter if it's like an hour. Like, they're going to wait for it,
Well, but-
we did last year.
Well,
Yeah.
but the thing is, say if they had like 10 of those set up and they can shoot through those lines faster, how many of those fuckers are actually going to get back in line just to get a little bit more time? If it's good enough, I will. How many times did we jump on Knight's Quest last year?
Night Squad.
Night
Night
Squad.
Squad. No,
God.
3 or 4 times.
Yeah, about
actually,
3 or 4 times, man. But there wasn't really a line.
Well,
But you can
it's a
get
very
8
quick game. I mean, it's a very,
is.
and then you're playing at the same time. You're playing 8 people at once, so you're
Exactly.
getting like. But they had 2 consoles going, so I mean they
That's
were doing
16
16 people and then 5-minute games.
No, they let us play a couple in a row.
But
But
I
I mean,
but
Just
the thing
because there
is-
weren't other people in
Yeah.
line afterwards.
but it was more of individual turnover kind of stuff. So I mean, we stayed for like 3 or 4 games each time, and then other people were shooting it out, and then we jumped out. So I mean, it's.
I mean,
don't
but
know.
that's the thing. Like, I always like the smaller people. Like, I like them, Night Squad, the Dungeon Hero, what's their company name? The Square Box.
Dungeon Hero.
I like that Brawlhalla. That was actually pretty fun.
Wait. What about Rage Ball, man? Are you all about Rage Ball? Come on, man. Rage Ball.
Rage Ball. Oh,
Oh my god, dude, man! It's I was lamenting, that guy being there. If Bob and I had actually made it,
yeah.
it's like, oh fuck! It's like, Bob, you just got to be a dick and not get wrapped in again.
We don't want to be mean. I'm like, man.
Yeah,
The sob story and
That's
shit,
always
dude.
the sad thing because you sit down and it's like, oh, they're so proud and happy to present this game to you, and you just don't have the heart to tell them. It's like, this is some really boring
Well,
shit.
no, the guy gives you the sob story too, man, because his buddy passed away and stuff, and he's like, oh, I had to learn programming to finish this thing. It's just like, oh, I get that, I respect it, but dude, come on,
I will
your
play-
game blows. No offense.
I don't know which game you guys are talking about.
Rage Ball, man. You don't know Rage Ball?
No.
We've seen it at PAX. We saw it at Acon.
Yeah.
Yeah, did we see it at Acon?
It was Acon or Comic Con?
Or San Japan? Was it San Japan?
No, it was San Japan. That's right. Yeah, because you had those dudes running around dressed up as like a Mordecai and Rigby and shit.
Yeah.
Because over there playing the drum game.
And it's kind of like, yeah.
It's like Pong, but with more balls at times. But every time you score a goal, and like the ball will be on fire. But every time you score a goal, it's all goal, and it's annoying as shit because it's just constantly scoring goals on either side.
And of
It's
course,
just,
you don't use the controller. You don't use the stick to move it up and
Yeah.
down. You use the buttons.
Yeah.
So it's almost like it's delayed a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just
there'll
it's
be
Pong,
obstacles in there
man.
sometimes.
You know,
it's
it's
just
not a
it's just-
great game.
yeah,
And it's just and you're just this game's not very good. You know, just it's
9.
Niet.
Well, there were, excuse me, there were some good games. Dreadnought was
Yeah.
fun.
I wanted to try to play that one last year. Are they about to put that out?
I would imagine so. I mean, the game, for what they presented.
Yeah, actually they are because when you were in line, you could sign up for beta.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because they had it last year.
That's
It's like,
true.
that looks cool, but they had the one person playing and then the 3-hour wait, and it's like, yeah, I'm not getting in that line. I'm just gonna fucking go fucking.
No, they had
vet
this
rage
year.
on that shit.
They had three stations of 10.
Oh wow, holy shit!
So
yeah,
that
they
was
could-
actually like a very long line, but it was a very quick line. Like I think we were standing in line 30 to 45 minutes at most, and it was a lot of fun.
Oh, so they came to play this year. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Yeah, they basically remember the game that we wanted to stand in line for. That was like a shooter game.
You're gonna have to refresh my memory.
As soon as you came into PAX last year, it was on the left hand side. It was the big exhibition, like right behind where Twitch was.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, but I can't really remember the
That's
game.
So-
gigantic, right?
Is it gigantic?
The one where there's like a
Was the super cute girl that like came and talked to us for a while?
yeah that's
okay.
gigantic. Isn't
yeah,
it?
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So basically, they took up that area, and then they had 3 stations of 10. And I mean, it was one of the most popular things there.
So a lot of those places basically expanded their booth space then.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't see Dreadnought last year, so
Oh really? Oh man, it was like as soon as you walked in, it was right there in the front on the kind of right side,
that's probably why. Because I didn't really spend a whole
Yeah.
lot of time over there.
and then on their left immediately was Twitch. So it's like you come in and you're directed like the 3 different ways. So you go
Okay.
right around it.
So the good news is, one of the things that happened, because I stayed downtown in the hotel, I actually met the writer from Penny Arcade.
Yeah, I think you showed me a picture. Like, you showed me a picture. It's like, it's a bald dude with glasses. Who the hell's that?
Yeah.
That's you don't know who that is?
Jerry-
No, I don't know who that is. Tell
Jerry
me.
Holkins.
Yeah.
So, nerd. So I go to I'm leaving the hotel to go get dinner, and call up the elevator, and this guy gets out, and then he's like, "Oh, this isn't my floor," and he gets back into the elevator. So I get in, and I look at him, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, the guy's really familiar." I'm like, "You're one of the guys from Penny Arcade, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm the writer," and I was like, "Well, shit." So we were talking about how much he likes PAX, and just saying San Antonio, are you going to keep it here? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I actually wanted to use the new area because apparently now the Henry B is even bigger,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and it only got finished 2 weeks prior to PAX.
Yeah.
So they weren't able to actually use that room. So he's like, no man, next year it's going to be bigger. We're going to use that area.
Oh, it's a huge area, man. I saw the plans when it was being built. Fucking nuts.
Yeah.
nuts.
So expect PAX next year to be even bigger. So.
Hopefully, I'll have vacation that time. As they said,
Or
Cocksuckers.
you have
Yeah.
the flu,
like the bird flu or just any of the
swine flu.
And something where you can
Why-
take
why
off and
would I
get
be
paid.
sick?
Zika virus.
the Zika virus, and I'm gonna have a tiny head. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
No, just
Then we
last.
call you Bobby Pinhead.
Yeah. And then I'm
One
like,
of us. One of us.
Gobble,
One of
gobble.
us.
dirty,
Gobble.
nasty freaks. I don't just talk like that. If you haven't seen it, Freaks 1932. It's an awesome film.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
It's great.
But
Real freaks.
Yeah, real freaks. No, it's the. Also, since my company got bought out, I also don't have any vacation, so that kind of
Be careful, Bob. You might get fired for saying something.
Oh no!
Cocksuckers. I can say whatever I want. They go fuck themselves.
Yeah,
A
you
bunch of
don't
assholes.
work there. So.
But yeah, because Dreadnought. That's only going to be on the PC, right?
Probably.
So you're going to have something badass to be able to play it.
Probably.
Fuck. Well, I'm out.
It wouldn't be something I would buy, but I just enjoyed just playing it. Was a fun game, but I don't think that I'd actually spend too much time on it.
I'm just real curious about it, just for the fact that it's different. It's just way different from most of the other games. You know, it's more such a large scale kind of, you know. But and then I mean, it didn't seem like there was a lot of options, but it's, you know, for the different classes of ships and stuff like that. But it seems like you could. It's well entertaining. At least
There's like 5 different ships.
Yeah, but then you can outfit them completely differently. You know, different weapons, long range weapons, short weapons, stealth technology, jump technology, all kinds of stuff like that. Because I think I caught something on YouTube a while back. And it's like, oh man, that was cool. So, but which is pretty cool on YouTube because you can check out some of that new game kind of stuff. You know, they'll have stuff like like Dead Island and the new Dead Island. You know, shit like that. I don't know. I'll catch shit like that every once in a while. So.
So the one game that I liked was that Brawlhalla, which was sort of a redoing of Gauntlet. No, not Gauntlet. I'm sorry, Joust.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No, it's Super Smash Brothers.
No, that's not.
Yes,
no,
that is exactly what Brawlhalla is like. Is Super Smash Brothers. And just because you have a knife doesn't mean that I'm gonna just follow what you say, James. You can put the knife down.
You want another knife, James? Oh, there we go.
We should, James, if you want. You know, I got a shotgun in my bedroom. Just hit him with the butt a couple times.
Want another one?
There are not enough knives that you can.
Well, I mean, when you look at it, you can see that, you know, it's. You may say, oh yeah, it's like Smash Brothers, but the whole vibe of it is like. It includes so much of Joust that it's like there's floating platforms. If you get power up, you get like a rocket sled that you're flying back and forth on.
Actually played Smash Brothers, did you, James?
I got another one.
I'm drawing a blank on whether I did or not.
Because I have to say, I think it is much more like Super Smash Brothers because they have a bunch of crazy environments with different platforms and stuff like that. You know, being a 2D fighter game.
Yeah,
I'll have to look at it then because it's like the first minute I looked at it was like, God, this just reminds me of Joust. You know,
and the other thing is
honestly,
this:
it's
when was the last time you played Joust? How many decades have passed since you played Joust?
Not that long because on the iPad they have like the best of Midway. You can. It's an app you can download.
I'm familiar with that.
And I played that when I first got it. I was like, oh, Spy Hunter, yay! I remember this game.
Oh man, you got to dip back to the classics. Right?
Oh man, James,
Defender.
you know you should get an arcade cabinet. And you'd have like an arcade cabinet, and maybe you could just get a big screen. And honestly, you're a single guy with your house by yourself. You'd have your own full size arcade cabinet. Fuck yeah! Like me and Nate, we've been talking about getting a cocktail cabinet for like years now.
I'm talking about building it.
Yeah, and like
getting one. It's like $1,200 fucking bucks, man.
Because
like 5 games, or 100 games, some bullshit.
Yeah, because I always wanted to like play Galaga on a cocktail cabinet, smoking and drinking, but you could never find one because usually it's at Peter's Piper Pizza.
No,
and they kind of frown on drinking whiskey and smoking cigars at Peter Piper Pizza.
Especially when you're
because
offering
you're
it to
burning
the kids.
Yeah, you're burning the kids with a fucking cigar every time you lose.
Get away from me, you punk!
Actually, the
Where's your mom?
Actually, the movie theater up there by Pyramidal, they've got a shitload of them. The only thing is, there's no smoking indoors in San Antonio anymore.
Yeah, it's stupid.
No, it is not stupid. It is awesome that you can't smoke inside a fucking bar. Yeah. And I don't, like, after I've washed my jeans and I go up to the bar, I don't have to wash those jeans that next day. Yeah, I can actually wear it the next day.
I just want to smoke a cigar and play Galaga, Dave. That's all I want to do.
This is dream.
Don't mix those two up. Look at James getting all fucking mad over there. He's like, I'm nothing like Dave.
I'm not the troll.
Anyway, back on PAX. We digress once again.
Yes, let's go.
See, for me, the crowding thing is one thing. It's like I'm glad, like I said, I only went the one day because after like you're walking like 7 miles around, and there's only so many lines you want to stand in. You know, like I said, Dreadnought. other than that, I couldn't think of any other game out there that was interesting enough that I was like, oh, I want to stand in line for this.
Yeah, last year I did all 3 days, and I think I want to say I did 20 miles easy, because I did 9 miles one day, then 7 miles the other day, then 5 miles the last day. So I was like, holy shit, I'm just...
Should have stretched beforehand.
Yeah, I guess so.
And the funny thing is, we ignored half the PAX. All we were interested in was like the video game and the technology side, and there was that whole other part which was like the board games and card games and things
we're
like
not
that.
We're not that kind of nerds.
Yeah, but I honestly,
That does not speak to the nerdiness inside of me. Like I'm just like, oh, look at those losers.
Oh,
you rolled a d20. Uh-oh.
Kirsch, it's ironic that
That's
there's
just
some
awesome
guy,
when that happens. Fuck you.
some dude's running around, dude's like, look at those nerds. He's just standing around playing Dreadnought. Ugh, they
Well,
disgust
all
me.
right, they're exalted.
Actually,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Exalted
Mr.
faggot.
wouldn't let us play because just let's be like no, you can't because you got to be regular.
I'm sorry, but you guys are confusing me with Mike, who's like board game Hitler.
And I think we went there and we ended up just poking fun of it like the entire day we're there.
Yeah, Melena was laughing with us.
Yeah,
So it's
Raoul
funny
was
that you're
there.
talking about like the whole like nerds and things like that, because there were 2 kids. So I was like at a booth looking at something, and there's like these 2 kids. They've got to be like 10, 11 years old.
Yeah.
And they're like super nerding out about it. Like they're just like, oh no. And like I can't remember what they were talking about, but it was really nerdy.
It's almost like just shaking them. Shut the fuck up.
No, like, 'cause it was like a nice thing to see, because like when when we were kids, when we were that age, you really didn't have this stuff. You know what I mean?
No.
Like you kind of like nerded out with your friends, but it wasn't like you got to go to a convention where like here's your fucking paradise of all your nerdy dreams.
because
Yeah.
usually if you did fry that the nerd flag, you'd get mocked relentlessly.
Yeah, that could happen. Well, but then it's trying to like find people that had the same interest and stuff like that. It's kind of like the whole Warhammer thing. I talked to somebody about Warhammer. That's it. I totally go fucking nerd retard.
Oh man, it's just like
It's bad.
Shit, God damn. Then I have to wait like 30 minutes as we.
The books are good. Fuck, man.
But
We don't like. It's kind of like when you talk to that dude about mead. And
Oh yeah.
we're like for an hour. I was like, I'm gonna try to go to sleep.
Oh,
Holy
Bob
shit.
sat there and passed out on the bench, man, and it was colder than fuck.
So
Wearing
it was a safe environment. You know what I mean? Like they could nerd out all they wanted, and it was
Oh,
like
yeah.
and we didn't really have that as kids. Like we didn't really
No.
have like the super like, oh, let's go to this place and like nerd the fuck out. I mean, the biggest thing you had was an arcade. Like,
Yeah,
that,
pretty
that
much.
was it.
Yeah.
So I
course,
thought it was
everybody
really
played
cool,
Street
like
Fighter.
that we
Tekken.
have that for that. And I fucking hate children, but it's nice that they have like a little outlet.
Yeah.
For the nerdiness.
Well,
Well,
it's
for
like
future nerds.
Well, it's like Comic-Con and Anime Con when we go. So many people fucking dress up. It's it's just like the Renaissance Fair. So many people dress up.
Well, they dress up for PAX. I mean, we're
Yeah,
talking about
that's
just
true.
like video games, and people
Yeah.
are like all dressed up, and
Yeah.
like and there's some cool fucking costumes.
Oh
The
man, some
girls.
people put some work into that stuff. Oh no, there's definitely and then there's a lot of nice.
I saw more of that. I saw more of that at the Comic Con than at PAX.
I remember at Akon we were like, man, these are some tall bitches. They're actually like, we saw 2 people and they're dressed up like maids, like kind of like the I guess the French maid, not the sexy French maid.
yeah,
like
French
more-
maid
Yeah,
type.
like more the traditional. And they're like, man, these are
More like the British maid, like all like
The-
conservative
the
and like
black, yeah, black. with
and they
the
were
collar,
real
yeah.
tall. And I'm like, I'm getting a beep on the sensor. I don't, oh, they're guys. That's what it is.
No,
They're
yeah,
2
just
dudes.
the-
Yeah, that's their
No go.
Were you playing your little game that you like to play on your Tinder? Penis or no penis?
No, it's called Is It a Dude? Does she have balls? Yeah.
Just kind of harmonize a little bit. That's kind of nice.
Oh, that's a nice highlight right there.
Yeah.
Because it's a game me and Nate like to play. Like, man, this girl's really pretty. She's way too pretty, Nate. I think it's a dude.
Yeah.
And then you go, she's a tranny.
It's
Yep.
got a cock, yeah.
Yeah, of course, granted, me and Nate like, man, would you judge me, Nate? Like, 'cause she's kind of hot. And I'm like, nah.
Yeah,
Honestly, that's the closest I'm ever gonna get to 10.
Yeah.
She's beautiful. Like,
But no, last year the only thing I was really interested in checking out was Borderlands. Just see what they were doing, kind
And
of.
they didn't.
Huh?
They didn't have. I mean, they were there, but
This
they
year?
didn't really. No, I'm talking about last year.
Oh, last year, yeah.
Well, yeah, but last year they released
the
pre-sequel.
the Handsome Jack collection.
Yeah, the Handsome Jack collection. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they did release the pre-sequel too. Yeah, I had already bought it for 360, but then I picked up the Handsome Jack for Xbox One. But that's what I was really interested in. You know, just seeing if they had anything new. I mean, I know now that they're basically talking about doing 3, which is cool. But you know that if they were going to be there, I really didn't know what the hell was going to be there. So I would like to check that out, see if they had anything to say.
Yeah, I don't know if they were there or not. I don't think they were.
But it's a lot. To be honest, going to that stuff, there's so much stuff going on. I mean, especially like trying to sit on panels. Sometimes they overlap each other. I mean, it's, you know.
I didn't even bother with panels this year, honestly. I just walked the floor and just back and forth and just like talking to the different vendors and things like that. Like,
Well, I mean, y'all were hitting more panels over at Comic-Con.
yeah.
Anyways, but
But honestly, the PAX is one of those places, like especially my buddy Lewis. He really, really likes the video games because I thought I liked video games. I don't like compared to going to PAX and see the other people. I don't like video games at all apparently because it's just one of those. I kind of dabble in. Video games a little bit.
Lou is more like obsessive about video
he's
games.
balls
like,
deep in video games. Yes, he is.
Yeah, I mean that's he's on the real far extreme
Well, he
because
does-
I love video games and I'm nowhere close to Lou.
Yeah,
it's just what he does. I mean, it's kind of like a buddy of mine. You know, his thing is barbecuing. I mean, he's a barbecuing fiend. That's just his thing, man. You know, it's kind of his escape. You know.
He's like last 2 times you've done a suckling pig.
Yeah,
like, over the fire.
Yeah, him and his buddy made a spit. Oh, it's badass. It's fucking awesome. Probably put a picture of it up.
Of course, he had to slow down because he got gout.
Yeah. It'll happen, man.
You can be a nerd about anything.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's funny. It's like he'll make tons of stuff. Like Dale make tons of barbecue and really don't eat a whole lot of it. You know, just have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and stuff. It's mostly for everybody else. So it's always.
But that's what
leftovers.
barbecue is about.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
everybody coming over and eating
Oh,
barbecue.
oh shit! He'll barbecue by himself. Like I said, it's his thing. But I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say that I regret missing PAX, but you know, there's just nothing really there that I knew of that I was really wanting to check out. So
Yeah, because we were kind of going in there blind anyway. It's not like
Yeah.
we really researched it, but
Well, there was some good things, and I actually brought some so that I'd remember what the hell. Some of the cool things, like the I was telling you guys about the HTC.
yeah.
They had Marble Mountain, which is kind of, if you guys remember, like Marble Madness,
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
So that with the HTC was pretty fucking cool. Like,
Oh,
you
that
look
must have
around the
been
map.
nuts.
Yeah, you're looking all around the map, and you like it's 8-bit.
Yeah.
So it's like Minecraft, but it just looks, even at 8-bit, it looks really fucking cool when you're like looking all around and everything's like fucking 3D and shit. I bought the Super Fight, which is like the Cards Against Humanity for nerds.
Yeah.
So one of these nights we'll get drunk and we'll play it. Maybe we'll
Yeah.
do a podcast of us just getting drunk and playing it.
yeah.
Because
I don't
I can
think-
see that being fun.
I don't think we could be that coordinated.
It'd probably just be a lot of shit talking.
All right, gentlemen, we got to wrap this up. All right, well, I appreciate that. Returning back to the Blunderbuss special after I hiatus. I appreciate you coming back. Next episode, we're gonna do superheroes, I believe.
Superheroes!
Okay, so like us on Facebook, Twitter, the YouTube. Of course, hopefully you're listening to that. Like us and subscribe us if you can. My name's Bob.
Nate.
And
James.
David.
David's coming in. And Ron, I appreciate it, and y'all have a good night.
See, you say things like that, but I don't know if you're serious.
No, I don't want you to have a good night. Go fuck yourself.
Did you even introduce us at the beginning?
No.
No.
God, you suck.
No.
Well, you don't go sober tips.
Oh, yeah.
It's been like a month. Months.
They don't know who we are anymore. They're
doing body
confused.
shit.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Me and my whole diverticulitis.
Yeah,